Welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Reba here. Well, you guys, I've been seeing a little bit more comments on my Lebanon cedar or cedar of Lebanon. And so people are saying, oh, that's not a Lebanon cedar, that's a fir, or that's a some other variety, a spruce or whatnot. Well, the seeds that I purchased were that of a Lebanon cedar, or cedar of Lebanon, however you want to pronounce it, or whatever order you want to say it. So I was just looking on Google, and I was checking out pictures and seeing other characteristics of the Lebanon cedar, and okay, I found some good information. I've had people asking also what grow zone do they grow in. Well, from my reading, you guys, I found out that they grow in around grow zones 6, and I'm in an 8. So we have lots and lots of evergreens around here as well, but these ones are this is a completely different tree from what's in my backyard. The needles are different and everything. And so another thing that I noted when I was reading, you guys, is some people last year, they were saying at the beginning of the grow season that, oh, I was probably gonna it was probably gonna grow a whole yard. And then about 11 months ago, I did a video and I was like, well, I didn't even need to pull out the yardstick. It didn't grow that much. It does grow quicker than my Himalayan pine trees that I had growing. So there's that. It does grow quicker than that one, that variety. And that one had a turpentine smell because Himalayan pine trees are one of the top producers for turpentine. So, but we're not talking about that one right now. But I did notice that growth versus the growth of this tree when I had those ones. This one also grew a lot quicker than the Himalayan pine trees. So this one here is the cedar of Lebanon, or Lebanon cedar, however you want to put it in, you guys. And you can grow it in grow zones 6 or above. That's what seems to be the recommendation according to seller sites that sell Lebanon cedars, or what they are saying is a Lebanon cedar. So you kind of have that idea. It also grows in a pyramidal shape, which means it's kind of shaped like a pyramid. Look what you see in front of you right here. You kind of see a pyramid shape. Now, some of the branches are growing a little bit heavier on this side, but for the most part, it's very conical. It's very pyramidal. So it does have that iconic look about it. And so if I come from this angle here, you guys, you can see how it's looking here. And the sun is shining up here at the top part, so that's why it's looking a lot lighter. I'm making sure I'm stepping on my kids' balls out here in the yard. Trying not to trip myself. And so yeah, it's looking really, really good. We've had a lot of really great growth this year. I would say it grew a lot more than it did last year. And so let me see here. It's probably grown a good I didn't measure, but this whole top section here, it's at least a good foot. So technically it is a slow grower, also according to the websites that talk about this particular variety of tree. So it's matching right up with everything that the internet is sharing about the Lebanon cedars. They're slow growing. They are best grown in grow zone 6 and above. So you don't want to get it down into the lower temps, because if you think about the regions in which the Lebanon cedars were growing, they weren't necessarily like certain like colder regions like Canada and up into Alaska and other parts of Northern America where it's so much colder, and or northern parts of Europe and that sort of thing. Typically, I would probably wager to say that it probably wouldn't fare so well. But in the region that I'm in, it does just fine in the winter. It has had snow all over it, and it's come back every year. And the first year it was itty bitty, like less than an inch, and it came back. So yeah, so anybody who's coming onto my videos and everything telling me that something isn't something, or it's this or that, and you don't even know, I think it's funny. But I've done my research, and it is a Lebanon cedar, or cedar of Lebanon, and it does look reminiscent of the photos I am seeing online. It does look like the trees that you see in the forests for the Lebanon cedars of Lebanon, what have you. I was looking at them, and the majority of them show these pyramidal shaped trees. Now, are they all perfect? No, but we are getting the structuring to the limbs, you guys, here. If you notice, you're seeing the branches. As they get older, they will take on more shape. There is divisions in here, which each section has their own layer. So it is really taking on its true shape. And yes, it is what I say it is, because I say it is. But I say it is primarily because that's what the seed packet said that I have. And I still have more seeds for this particular variety, and I may grow them out later on. But as each year goes by, the viability of those seeds will decrease. So I will need to get those started here soon. Whether or not I keep those specific trees, that's to be determined. But right now, this is what I have. I only have the one, and my husband loves this tree. This is one of his favorites that we have, that I'm growing. I've got like tons of different like fruit trees and stuff like that now. I've got a forest of balls. Kidding. Today was the best day to do some mowing, but that didn't happen. But I've got all my fig trees going here now too. And I won't be keeping all of the figs or the fig trees that I have in the future. I will be most likely selling off a lot of them. So I will be determining, while they're in bigger pots like this, their flavors, how I like them. If I like them, then I will put them in the ground, and then we'll see how good the flavors get, because I'm all about the flavors being good. But yeah, so I've gotten a lot of different trees, got a lot of figs. I actually have some chestnut trees growing. I need to separate them out right there, but everything's coming along, you guys. But primarily this video was for the Lebanon cedar. But I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of the other types of trees that I am growing. I'm very, very happy with all the trees that I have, and they're doing really good. But this is my husband's favorite one right here, the Lebanon cedar. And they're also, the websites also said they call it the tree of God, or God's tree, God's cedar, because they used it to build the temple with. So that's pretty cool. And trying to think if there's anything else to add in. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to show you guys an update, how much it's grown. I would probably, I didn't bring a tape measure out here with me to measure it, but it's grown about another foot, maybe a foot to 18 inches since last year. So it started growing from this section right here, and then it grew up to here, and then it grew up a little bit more. And then you can see all the new nodes getting ready for next year. So we've already got the layers developing in there. We're going to have at least another 3 layers right there. And then this one, and then it'll probably do it again next winter or next summer. So we'll just be really protective of those layers in there. And then we've got buds down here, which will put out branches next year too. So we'll have even more branches. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. My alarm just cut off my video, so I need to splice this together and put it on the end. But thanks for coming along today, watching my video. Do your own research too. Look things up. Don't just come to my video and tell me what something's not is. You know what I mean? And do your own research too. I was looking at close up as much as I could the pine needles on the trees themselves, how the structure of the branches are. And as this gets older, it's going to really let us see its beauty that much more. And to me, it's going right along with everything I'm reading, everything I'm seeing. It's just a baby tree. It's really kind of hard. And just real quick, let me take you over here. Now these are ones I collected the seeds myself, so I know what they're from. I'm going to pull it out of here. That's got spider webs all over. This one here, these are pine nut. And you really need to have a male and a female. And I only had 2 come up. But these are pine nut trees. Whether or not I'll get nuts off of them one day is to be determined. It determines on the type of sex the trees are, the female and male. So I just don't know yet. So anyways, these ones I know for sure. I collected the seeds. I planted the seeds. They came directly from a pine cone. And they were pine nuts. And I still have a lot more of these ones too that I can plant. But anyways, you guys, thanks for coming along for the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. And as always, love what you grow what you love, and have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.